On the top, we have new updates and information for the ongoing government shutdown, which is continuing to affect more and more Americans. A confirmed measles case right here in Vegas, in the heart of Harry Reid International Airport, adding more fuel to the national outbreak. And some information on the AWS shutdown, so make sure to stick around for this week on Studio G. Welcome to this week's edition of Studio G. I'm Evan Carroll, and let's not waste any more time and get right into it. We are officially in the 4th week of the government shutdown. On Monday, the Department of Energy announced that all federal nuclear employees have been furloughed. This includes 68 employees right here in the state of Nevada. Essential employees are still working, but they are working without pay. Energy Secretary Chris Wright called on Nevada Democratic Senator Jackie Rosen to vote to reopen the government. Democrats and Republicans, as of right now, are still unable to come to an agreement after the Senate failed again this week to vote for a spending bill that would reopen the government.
Republicans control the House, the Senate, and the presidency. They shut the government down. They reinforce that point every time that talking point comes out of their mouth.
We're getting closer to November. It is going to be more and more difficult with each passing hour to get all the appropriations done on time. We acknowledge that, but we have to decide this on a day-by-day basis.
WIC and food benefits are still at risk due to the shutdown, and food banks across the country are gearing up to support those in need. As we continue further into this shutdown, it is important to note that resources are still available. If you or someone you know is struggling to cover the cost of food, housing, or healthcare, you can dial 211 for local Nevada services or go to nevada211.org. The Southern Nevada Health District has confirmed a case of measles right here in Las Vegas at the Harry Reid Airport. The unidentified traveler was flying into Las Vegas on the morning of October 13th and spent time in Terminal 3 and around the E gates. Southern Nevada Health District officials say that anyone who was traveling on this day and was around Terminal 3 or E gates should review their immunization status and reach out to their healthcare providers if they are not fully vaccinated. UNLV Health provided us with a statement regarding the situation, expressing that measles is highly contagious and spreads through respiratory droplets and airborne transmission. They say the MMR vaccine is the most effective prevention. You should avoid close contact with anyone showing symptoms such as fever, cough, runny nose, red eyes, or rash. Stay home if you are sick, as it prevents further spread, and wash your hands often and seek medical advice if you think you have been exposed or developed symptoms, especially because early symptoms may be mistaken for a cold or flu. Recently, fire alarms have been happening more and more around campus. Remember, if you are in the dorms, the Legacy, or the Degree, be careful when using anything fire-related. The smoke will set off the fire alarms. If an alarm starts, follow all instructions from RAs or the intercom. UNLV is a smoke-free campus, and that applies to the dorms, Legacy, and the Degree. The less fire alarms, the happier people will be. UNLV students have experienced technical difficulties with Canvas Sunday evening and into Sunday morning. Amazon Web Service had a major outage that occurred Monday morning, impacting millions around the world. Amazon's AWS, or also known Amazon Web Services, allows companies to rent computing power and storage, also supplying technology that runs apps and websites. Amazon said in their statement, their cloud services experienced a massive outage that disrupted sites such as Venmo, Zoom, Microsoft Office, and Canvas, among others. UNLV students were left offline for several hours until services were back up Monday evening. In broad daylight at 9:30 in the morning this last Sunday, 4 masked robbers pulled off one of the boldest museum crimes in recent memory at Paris's Louvre. In the span of 4 minutes, a truck-mounted lift was used to break into the Louvre's famed Galerie d'Apollon, stealing 8 pieces of France's crown jewels. worth more than 100 million US dollars. French prosecutors say the group cut through a second-story window before vanishing into Paris traffic. The museum has since reopened, but the gallery remains sealed off. Investigators say the loss goes beyond money and are calling it a theft of national heritage. So far, no arrests have been made yet, and still no sign of the missing jewels. It's that time of year: pumpkins, hay rides, and the smell of fall in the air. Families are flocking to local pumpkin patches this month, searching for that perfect pumpkin and a little autumn fun. Robert Schmidt has a preview.
Hello, Rebels. We are here right now at one of the Halloween events here at Boca Park. Behind me is the pumpkin patch where family and friends comes together and they enjoy the Halloween activities. With activities, kids show off their favorite costumes for this year's Halloween. They also offer face painting and pumpkin decorations. Visitors wander through the pumpkin patch and find their perfect shape, size, and colored pumpkin, and each pumpkin is fresh and ready for people to give a creative touch, or it's something to keep as a decoration for their home.
I like to buy them and then put them in front of my house and just let them sit there for a really long time. Like, I think last year we had our pumpkins out until maybe July. And
the pumpkins, man, I really love the pumpkins, you know. That's the whole reason I came.
The pumpkin patch also includes lots of games for kids to enjoy, like ring toss, basketball, and more to play and win prizes. There are also rides for kids and adults to add an extra layer of excitement to the experience.
Honestly, my favorite thing is giving out prizes, having a good time, making sure family leaves with a smile on their face. And that's really the main two important things.
I love seeing happy families out here. I like seeing the creativity in everybody all around, so yeah.
And other pumpkin patches can be located on Rainbow, Centennial, Silverado Ranch, Green Valley, and Henderson. Make sure that you come with your family and friends and enjoy this year's Halloween before this month is over. Reporting to you from Studio G, I'm Robert Schmidt.
Thanks, Robert. The 8th annual Art Walk takes place this Friday at the Academic Mall. The event showcases the Las Vegas art community in Southern Nevada. There will be live performances, music, art shows, as well as food and wine tasting. The festivities take place on our Academic Mall from 5 to 8 p.m., and the event is open to the public. Guests can log on to donnabeamexhibitions.com.sites.unlv.edu, to get a full list of each event taking place. A pop culture festival and exhibition is returning to Las Vegas. ComplexCon takes place at the Las Vegas Convention Center, West Hall, on October 25th and 26th. The two-day festival features art, food, exclusive fashion drops, plus live performances by Peso Pluma, Central C, and many others. The doors open from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Tickets are now available through TixR and StubHub, and for details, visit ComplexCon.com. My lord. UNLV hosted its annual vendor village in PETA Plaza on Tuesday. From food to entertainment, students were able to connect and interact with various local businesses such as the Space LV and Area 15. Asia had a chance to speak with Miranda Lopez, the director of marketing for the Space LV.
We're an events venue right off the strip on Polaris and Harmon. We host everything from concerts to dance shows to charity events, private events, birthday parties, you name it, we can host it. We're essentially a black box theater, so the sky's the limit for anything that people want to host. We're here today to see if anyone wants to gain hands-on experience in entertainment, production, or marketing. We have a variety of internships. We let people come and shadow. So if anyone needs volunteer hours, they can volunteer with us.
Students even had the opportunity to enter a raffle to win either 2 tickets to the Brooklyn Bowl or a 6-month membership to the Pottery Shop. That'll do it this week for us for Studio G. Thank you for tuning in, and as always, we will see you again next Thursday. Thank you.